Hello guys and welcome to another video. So 2 weeks ago the UNECE workshop around the new regulatory proposals that finished, and it's always hard to come by some information rather quickly because it takes multiple weeks for the official reports to go out. But I managed to get in touch with a few of my contacts, and we've got some updates on the outcome, and it's not looking good. Now in this session what we were interested in was mainly three proposals. The first one was a German proposal for reducing the necessary gap between cars when you want to do an auto lane change. The second one was also a German proposal to do the actual auto lane change completely automatic, so the unconfirmed lane change, which is currently not allowed in Europe. The driver actually needs to engage or to start the lane change procedure. And then the third one, of course, we were all looking forward to the first full level 3 autonomous driving on highways, on-ramp to off-ramp, without any need to touch the steering wheel anymore. Now if you want to know more about the details of these proposals, I suggest you take a look at the video I created specifically about that. I will link it at the top here and also down below in the description. Now what has actually happened during that meeting? Well, the proposals were presented, but they were not discussed. Apparently the agenda was so full that they did not have time to go through these and other proposals in more detail. So again, nothing has been decided and nothing has been approved. It's also not rejected at this point. The governments, they wanted more time to review the implications and consequences of these auto lane keeping systems, and those are the unconfirmed lane change and the level 3 on highways. So they wanted to get back to their advisors probably and see what would be the implications for each and every country there. And regarding the R79 regulations, so the bigger gap for the auto lane change, it was mainly the Netherlands and Denmark that were against it. Well, not really against it, but they were really critical apparently about it. Whereas for the level 3 autonomy, it is the Netherlands, Denmark and Sweden that actually requested more time to view the consequences. So yeah, a very short update, but unfortunately nothing has been approved, and that means that for over the past year basically nothing has changed in terms of regulations. So in June last year, Tesla was forced to apply these regulations to AutoPilot, which reduced the capabilities, and as you can see in my test videos, sometimes creates very dangerous situations, not because the car is not capable, but because the regulations forbid the use of the full capability of the car. So now we have to wait for the next workshop and hope that all the governments have done their homework by then and they give priority to actually do this and get this through. Now I don't know yet when the next meeting or the next workshop will be. It's not available on the UNECE website at the time that I'm making this video, but maybe shortly we will get a new date for that. But it will not be in 2020 anymore, probably again January or February next year. Now the whole problem that we are facing with the governments is a little bit a chicken and egg problem, because what they want is they want to keep it on the safe side. They want to keep us as occupants of such vehicles safe, and for that they want a lot of data. They want to see that it actually works. Now on the other side, if you want a lot of data, well, cars like Tesla, right, they have all the data available, I assume that with newer cars with similar capabilities from other manufacturers, they will also have some data that they can retrieve from the vehicle. But especially with Teslas, we have so many cars on the road with so much data. Why not use it? But of course, to be able to use it, you either have to run it in shadow mode, which doesn't necessarily mean that it handled appropriately. It would be a theoretical approach. Or you enable it for a select group, which is bigger than what they have now, like a few people running around in the cars on European roads, and just make sure that the data is available and that you have real world data to prove that the system is a lot more capable and a lot safer than human drivers. Now I also always get the question, what can we do as Tesla drivers to help this advance with the government? Now, I have been trying for a year now to get a personal meeting with the responsible for the GRVA to discuss this and to let him know what our concerns are, and maybe take him on a test drive and let him see, like, okay, this is the regulation that is acting and it is creating a dangerous situation. I also would like the opportunity to speak to that committee as an informal representative of Tesla drivers and say, okay, this is what we are seeing. Come on, guys, we want you to keep it safe, of course, but not to hold back any progress, because right now keeping it safe and playing it safe is holding back progress, as I mentioned, for over a year already, that nothing has changed. They are aware of the petition that was created last year and that has quite a few signers already, so they are aware of that, but it doesn't seem to matter that much apparently. So the way I see it, there's not much more that we can do. If you have contacts with your local government, more detailed contacts, as I have, of course, you can get in touch with them, help them drive these changes. But yeah, I do get the impression this is really hard to find out who exactly is attending these meetings. Now, I do know that Avere is really good with their proposals. If you read the proposals, they're always well documented with real world data, with a lot of statistics, with a lot of backing on the proposal, and a lot of arguments on the proposal as to why they want it that way. And I really like that, but even that does not seem to be enough to convince all the parties that are involved. And that is yet another problem that we have. There are so many parties involved in those committees that it is difficult to get to each and every one of them. So that is also why I would like the opportunity to speak to the committee at one of the workshops. But unfortunately, civilians are not allowed in these discussions, as they are like government debates, kind of like that. So yeah, there you have it. As said, unfortunately, not much has changed, and we have to hope that something will change in the next meeting. And of course, I will keep you updated when that will happen. And as usual, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and make sure you click that little bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos. And for now, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.